G'day gang, how you doing? Welcome back. Today I'm going to talk to you about slap pop or thumping or double thumbing or whichever way you want to look at it, but it's a unique thing that bass players have that kind of make us special, I guess. It can be overused, it can be done in poor taste, it can be like a macho sort of sport almost these days, but it can also be a really cool thing, a really cool sound to have in your dynamic arsenal, if you will. Okay, so I'm going to give you a different approach today. Just some secrets that I've learned over the years that make thumbing the bass a little more easy. You know, it's actually a lot easier than finger playing, I think. Okay, and I'll tell you why in just a second. Okay, so before I begin, if you dig this video, don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends. Also, check me out on Facebook. And if you haven't checked out Bass Musician Magazine, check that out. That's on Facebook also. You can subscribe online. It's a great magazine. And also playbassnow.com with Milo DK, where I'm a guest teacher, but there's tons of cool stuff there. Okay, guys, so we're going to take it from the start. All right, I'm going to talk about 3 methods of slap pop to start off with. One is the thumb being pointed towards the shoulder, okay? Thumb to shoulder, right? Where you use this bone right here to bounce off the string, right? And we get the slap sound. Okay, another is the flea method, I like to call it, the thumb down method, right? And so your thumb is actually, it's still using that same bone, but your thumb's facing down. Some people say that you can't slap like that. You totally can. I did it for years. I don't do it so much anymore because I use the third method we're going to talk about more often than not. However, I still sometimes use thumb to shoulder, and I do sometimes use thumb down. I encourage you to explore all these options. Okay. This one we've got what I call the Victor Wooten method, but it's the double thumbing method where we go through the string. Okay. Now, why I think that this is so important is because it also allows us to come up, which gives us double the speed basically. Even more important than that, as Victor says, we can think of our thumb as a pick. Okay, so far we've discussed that we've got 3 types of thumbing. We've got thumb to shoulder, Larry Graham, we've got the thumb down, the flea, and then we've got the thumb through the string, the double thumbing, or the Victor Wooten style, right? Now, something else that's really important to consider is how much we actually pop. Okay, now in all these styles, if we've got thumb to shoulder, right, we're popping a lot there with our first finger. With the flea method, right? Now, we can do the same thing with double thumbing, right? But also, if we wanted to, it's very easy and convenient to just thumb everything. And in fact, it gives us options like this. Okay, so it really opens things up for us to have more ghosting. Don't get me wrong, we can do the same thing with our fingers. Like we could use our index and our middle finger, okay, like this. Or we could even mix the two up. We could have thumbing some and double fingering some. So like, okay, so I'm not saying that we're not going to pop with our index finger or our middle finger or even your third finger if you want. Totally explore everything, explore every avenue. But I will say in a live situation, just using my thumb and cutting through the string, double thumbing, is very convenient. Like, for example, Locked Out of Heaven by Bruno Mars. Okay, sometimes you want to cut through the mix instead of, it can be really cool to be. It's really, really convenient. Okay, and we can change the dynamic. We could do it harder. Really simple, really simple. So using our thumb as a pick, I'm going to give you these exercises, okay? First of all, we're going to double thumb just the open strings, okay? So just E, Also think about that you can have it so you're accenting the first note like ba-da, 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 like that, right? Or you could even accent the upstroke. Okay, so think about that. You can do it in groups of 4. 1. That's why it's so convenient, because then we put that to a scale and we have so on and so forth. So I'm going to give you that exercise. So just the open strings, all 4 strings, the E string, the A string, the D string, and now the G string. So now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to double thumb a G major scale. We're going to go G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, and down. Okay, simple as. Now we're also going to do a pentatonic scale. We can do this in E. We can have. We can pretty much double thumb any scale that we want. Now another great thing to do, which is a little bit more advanced, we're going to double thumb without hitting each note twice, okay? So a great one to start off on nice and easily would be the pentatonic scale. So we'll do it in A and we'll have down, up, down, up, down, up. That's what we got. Descending is going to be a little bit more difficult. I find that if we just have a constant down-up motion, okay, then we have the economy of motion and it's going to be easier. So sometimes the upstroke is going to be a bit different if we're coming back a string, but you'll get used to it. Okay, the next one that we're going to do is the octave pattern, and we're just going to do we'll do it on the G string, and we'll just do on the G note, and we'll just do G, G, all right? Then we're going to double it up. Double up both notes. Now notice how I'm using this hand to mute a lot. I'm also putting pressure on, taking it off. The cool thing about this is too, sometimes you don't want the note, so you might play the first 2, mute the third, and then come up for the 4th. So it's pretty dynamic like that. Okay, so another great exercise would be just say descending the blues scale. So we've got, this is the D blues scale. We've got D, C, A flat, G, F, back to D. Even go up. Now remember, there's no right or wrong way to be doing any of this, okay? This is all just done from players, okay? There's no school of slap bass. There's no real right or wrong way. If anyone tells you different, that's wrong, man. Like, however you want to get the sound out of your bass, whatever technique, as long as it doesn't hurt you or cause any strains, then it's totally cool. Okay, so we've had the single slap, the double on the scales, doing the major scale, the pentatonic. We've got the octaves, the double octaves, the ghosting, cool, something like that. I'm doing all this on the fly. The blues scale descending in D. Now, don't get me wrong, you don't have to just do that in D. Do it, start off in D, or just do it in C and then do it in F. So go through the cycle of fourths like that. Okay, another thing I want you to think about for slapping is sometimes you don't even have to slap, you just hit the string harder. Okay, so you don't even have to actually go, right? Just, and so basically we're playing normal. Okay, so it's all about about dynamics. It's all about just getting the sound. It doesn't matter if you slap it or pop it. Okay, the last thing I'm going to talk about is the palm muting thumbing. Now, if we're doing the thumb to shoulder, the old, right, or we're doing the thumb down, we can't really get the thumb, the mute pattern happening, okay? But we can if we're cutting through the string, okay? We can have the... Now we still want to use, we don't want to actually use our thumb to do it, we want to use more of our wrist, but we're going to use more of our thumb than usual. And we can notice the different dynamics we can get. Like say we're playing, we can have... Anyway, you get the picture that it's pretty dynamic. Okay, so we can, and a great exercise for that would just be playing, same thing, play your scales, double thumb that, play D minor, blues, right? Okay, very cool. Well, I hope that you dug that, gang. If you did, don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe, share my videos around. Don't forget to check out my other channel, Bass Jam Diary, where I just play music. I just put whatever I feel like it. It's just if you just want to see what I'm practicing or playing at the time. Don't forget as well that we've got playbassnow.com with Milo DK. Check that site out, and Bass Musician Magazine. So just a quick recap. So we've talked about 3 styles of slapping. We've got the thumb to shoulder, the Larry Graham. We've got the thumb down, the Flea method, right? And then we've got the double thumbing Victor Wooten approach. Now, do whatever you like. Make up your own. There's guys like Abe Laboriel where they've literally made their own style on the bass. You can do the same thing. But I encourage you to check this stuff out, and also to see what it's like not using the old slap pop and actually using just your thumb. Different sound, I know, and sometimes not as strong and you need that pop, but sometimes it's really cool. So instead of playing try also thumb to shoulder, going through the string, and then also try just your thumb. So if we use all these different combinations, we can develop our own style and technique and not be inhibited by just playing. I know we're doing this in E because it's easy, but we can play in A. So yeah, a lot of that was just with the thumb at the end, but also having a nice pop in there. Pops can be good too, but just really check out just your thumb. Anyway, I don't want to keep going on with that. Thanks a bunch, and I'll catch you guys next time.